I cover San Diego County, and so happy to have you all join me. Actually, working in San Diego County in one of the associations was how I met Melodie Tao. And one of the things we really like to bring to our agents is value add, rather than say, hey, just, hey, you got an escrow, I can work for you. No, we're all about let's grow together. Let's help your business become more successful. And this is one of the ways that we do that is by sponsoring these incredible speakers. So I had the pleasure of meeting Melodie and sponsoring a couple events she did, and then actually did a couple one-to-one laser marketing sessions with her. And that's when I realized she not only is great at social media, but really understands real estate. And that is a very nice special combination. So Melodie and I were just talking the other day about what would be another great value add to bring to our agents. And she talked about video marketing because it is one of the most powerful ways to connect with clients and potential clients, to build rapport. And yet so many agents are intimidated by it. They don't use it enough. So those who actually can get over that hump and start mastering it and have a comfort level with using various forms of video marketing are going to be that much further ahead. YouTube is really a great one, not only for building and having your YouTube channel, but also just, again, for featuring homes. So for marketing your clients' properties, but also marketing yourself and getting messages out, or maybe you want to have a little YouTube message that goes out there that talks about what's up with the market and how hot it is, or quarterly updates. So what I think is really great is our team spent a little time with Melodie last week going over YouTube and putting together our own channel. And it was so much easier than I thought it would be. So I could go on for hours, but I think you really want to hear Melodie. So I'm super excited to introduce Marketing Melodie. She is a LinkedIn learning instructor and has a great depth and breadth of experience. And she's here to talk about YouTube marketing for real estate today. Take it away, Melodie.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Allie, and to the entire team here at Escrow Options Group for having me. It's always exciting to teach people who are excited about learning new things to grow their business. I want to get started by just sharing my screen to make sure you guys can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to see if I have the screen share option, right, Allie? Great. Do you guys see my screen?
We do. We see the colorful background. I think we're looking at the speaker notes again.
Okay, let me.
Instead of full screen.
All right, do you guys see the full screen now? Perfect.
Yep, perfect.
All right, so how many of you were here last week? I just want to get an idea of how many returning attendees we have and how many people are brand new. You don't have to attend the previous ones to be at the new ones because you learn new information, but I just want to get an idea of how many people saw the information I taught last week. So type in the chat box. I like to make this very interactive. Yeah, or raise your hand. So Krisha raised her hand. I see a few hands being raised. Awesome. I like to make our workshops interactive because no one wants to be just staring at a computer screen all the time with someone talking to them. So let's make sure we get involved. This is why we were encouraging you at the beginning to feel free to share your videos, share your faces. I'm going to start my video. I just have my baby with me right here, which is why I turned it off for a second, but he's going to be done pretty soon. So I'm giving a little burp and then he'll be done. But for those of you who were here last week, you will be hearing me say a lot of the same things that I repeat, a lot of the things that I want to encourage you to do to be consistent. And if you were not here, then you're going to get the whole spiel again on really being consistent with your online and especially with your video presence on social media and YouTube specifically for today's webinar. So first of all, we would love to have you all connect with us online. You can find me under the username Marketing Melodie on Facebook. You can like my page, you can follow me on Instagram, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel under Marketing Melodie. And an exciting thing that's coming up is that Escrow Options Group will have their brand new YouTube channel launching very soon. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you can connect with them on Instagram under Escrow Options and Facebook under Escrow Options Group. I'll give you a second to connect if you haven't already. Now, if you're going to be taking photos or screenshots or posting about this throughout the presentation, make sure you tag us and we can share back. I always encourage people to share the information that I'm giving you here on the webinar. So I like people to share, take screenshots, and really be able to spread awareness on the benefits of educating yourself and learning about social media. So once again, I'm marketing Melodie under Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Take a moment to connect there. And then Escrow Options on Instagram and Escrow Options Group on Facebook. All right, let's do a welcome to get to know the audience. So where are you tuning in from today? I'm here in San Diego in Mission Valley. I live centrally and I work centrally. Where are you guys tuning in from today? I know a lot of people are in San Diego, but also in other parts of California, or maybe we have people that are out of state that just wanted to jump on. So let me know in the chat box, where are you tuning in from today? And for some reason, let me see. Oh, I think my thing was turning. All right, here we go. I see Laguna Niguel. I see San Diego, Melvin, Mission Viejo, Elisa Viejo. We have another San Diego, Rancho Cucamonga, Fontana, San Diego, Carlsbad. This is Ali Lou. La Mesa, says Lou. Rancho Cucamonga, says Tom. So we have people from all over the place. Let me go back. For some reason, my screen is duplicating instead of having me do the notes. I'm going to stop it for 1 second. This is the nature of doing technology sometimes. I'm going to stop the share and reshare it because for some reason it's duplicating, so I can't see my notes. Let's see. All right, let me try this one more time. Share the screen. All right, you guys probably see the notes again. All right, do you see?
I know this is good.
No, this is good now.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay. All right, next question. What was the most recent video that you watched? Or maybe you don't remember the most recent, but what was a recent video that you watched online, on social media, whether on your computer or your phone? The most recent video that I watched was about on YouTube, and it was about a woman who was cooking. So it was like a cooking show. So that was me learning some recipes for cooking. How about yourself? What was the most recent video you watched? Maybe it was on Facebook, maybe it was on somewhere else on social media. Mel Robbins on goal setting. Krisha says a training video. What else? Any other videos? Credit repair education. I love it. So it looks like we have 3 people already who've watched some sort of training / educational video. Flower arrangements. Country Club Park, America Got Talent. So I saw an answer for flower arrangements, which was another thing where people are learning about. And that's something that's cool that I'm going to teach you how to stand out for people wanting to learn things as well. What else? Anyone else had any recent videos that they've watched? Rich Dad, Jim Quick. So it's all across the board. We have people that have done things for entertainment and also people that have been watching videos for education. Stephen Thomas. All right, let's go ahead and let me know the answers that apply to you. Type in the number 1 if this applies to you. You want people to find your videos when Googling questions about real estate. So if someone's Googling something about when's the best time to buy, or how do I qualify for a loan? Wouldn't you love people to find your videos and your page and your information when they're searching for these questions? So one thing to keep in mind, and I'm going to go through different ways to create videos, but one of the things that I really like to emphasize is that as an agent or any industry that you work in, you want to keep in mind the most commonly asked questions by your audience and by people that are your friends or prospects. So type in the chat box, what is a very common question that you get over and over and over again about real estate or whatever industry you're in? What is a common question that you just find people keep asking you, even though you keep answering? How is the market? Yes, right now that is a very hot question. How's the market? Someone says they cannot hear me. Can you guys all hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Kim, if you can't hear me, try to turn up the volume settings on your computer. Sometimes my computer automatically turns off the volume. So just check your settings on your computer. Although I guess he couldn't hear me if I didn't say that. So someone maybe can type that to him in the chat box to check his own settings. When will the Mills Act resume in LA? When will prices go down? Question about the rates. So if these are commonly asked questions, most likely people are also Googling these questions. What's going to be really beneficial for you is that if you already have a video that answers these questions ahead of time, this way you can go ahead and reply back to that person by saying, hey, here, check out this video that I made that answers your exact question. Or people that are just searching for and Googling these questions will be able to come upon your video to get their answers. If you are the expert, people will come to you when they have more and more of these questions, and you become the expert by answering questions before they're even asked or before people even think that they have this question, because they have the information already. All right, type in the number 2 if you want to learn how to repurpose videos you already have for YouTube. So maybe you have a bunch of Zoom recordings, or maybe you've made a bunch of videos for Facebook or for other platforms, and you don't really want to make them again, but you would love to be able to repurpose them and put all this content you already have on YouTube. Or maybe you have blog posts, or you have other posts on LinkedIn or anywhere else, and you feel like this would be a great video, but you don't have it on YouTube yet, and you would love to learn that. So I'm seeing a lot of 2s here. Repurposing information is one of my favorite recommendations for creating content and being able to generate more social media content, because you already have the information and content right there. All right, number 3, and I should see everyone type in number 3. How many of you want to generate new leads with YouTube or video marketing in general? Who would love new leads or to spark leads that have already used you before, or people that have given you referrals in the past? I see Tom is very excited about that one. And so is Allie. All right, I want to share some fun facts about YouTube to motivate you to jump on the YouTube train. Now, keep in mind, if you were in my last webinar, I did share that you don't have to do everything. So maybe you don't want to do YouTube, but this is a great way to learn about it and educate yourself to see if it's something you want to do. That's okay too. But here's some fun facts about YouTube. 60% of people who've watched YouTube videos say that they watch videos related to their personal interests. So it's someone watching about flower arrangements. I watch videos about cooking. So these are things that I'm interested in. Most people who watch videos are watching things that they're interested in. Allie was watching a lot. Looks like hers was like business development and business growth. That's something that she's interested in. 80% of people who watch YouTube video related to products say that they did buy some. Hold on, let's read that again. 80% of people who watched a YouTube video related to a product they want at the beginning of their buying process. Okay, so that's a little bit of a tongue twister, but that basically means that they started their buying process by watching a video on YouTube. I've done the same thing. So if I am learning about a product, maybe it's a brand new product I've never used, a blender or something, other contraption, I will look up a video on how to use it. That's one of the first things that I do when I'm thinking about buying something. 70% more YouTube users are engaging with creators and channels. Now, this means people want that engagement on YouTube now. YouTube, you have the comment section. They're wanting to leave comments and engage with people creating the videos. YouTube also has a thing called Shorts, which is like short little videos you can watch. There's YouTube Live. I won't go into everything today, but there's many opportunities to create a YouTube channel that is very engaging and interactive. We talked about last week, if you guys were here, or even if you weren't here, about one of the important things on social media is that you are social yourself, and that you're also commenting and engaging on other people's content. It's not always about trying to get the most likes and the most comments on your own content. You need to take the initiative to also engage and comment and really be a part of different communities if you expect that for your own business. These were from HubSpot.com is where I got these stats. All right, so I am someone who enjoys practicing yoga and meditation. Anyone else in here a yogi or likes to meditate or practice yoga? I feel like I don't get as much time to do that as I would like, but it is something that is a passion of mine. In fact, I taught yoga classes for over 8 years, and I kind of stopped during COVID, but looking to get back into it. So I see a few people who are also into yoga, which is great. In yoga, I always like to ask my students and myself to set an intention, which is something that helps keep you connected to the class. I know with Zoom classes, you can easily get disconnected by scrolling on your phone or looking up things, sending emails. It is very easy to get distracted because you're staring at a screen. That's part of the reason why I make my talks interactive. I give you so many chances to participate and engage and connect. So that's my intention today, is connection. So I want you to be able to have this mindset of attending a Zoom and also thinking of it as a place that you can connect with other people. So maybe you have another agent in a different area. Maybe you have another industry professional you want to connect with. So type in the chat box, what is something that you are looking for? It doesn't have to be related to real estate. It can be, maybe you're looking for a personal chef or a swim instructor for your child, or a recommendation for a painter. Something that you're looking for, type it in the chat. And then if you are someone who has an answer to that or has a referral or connection, go ahead and connect with that person to be able to build some connections here in our Zoom today. So what is something that you're looking for? It can be anything. Maybe it's a movie recommendation. It does not have to be related to real estate at all. Melvin is looking for a BMW repair shop. In what area are you in, Melvin? It says Melvin and Amphi drywall repair, says Tom. If anyone knows drywall repair, talk to Tom. If anyone has a BMW repair shop, Irma's looking for a good photographer. Now, Irma, what area are you in? I know a handful of photographers that I might be able to refer you to depending on your area. Anna, a real cleaning person, not a fluffer buffer. Anna, also, what area are you in? And feel free to put your area so that we can connect. Photographer in Riverside is Irma. So if anyone knows anyone there. Los Angeles, Luis, you're looking for a handyman. What area are you in? Type in your area. Now, this is also something that I'm going to bring up. When you are setting goals and putting things out there, the more specific you can get, the more likely someone will be to help you. Mission Viejo says Melvin. Allie says she knows a good repair shop in Oceanside. Susie's looking for stucco repair in South OC. So go ahead and take a look at what some of your colleagues and friends and other agents are looking for, or other people are looking for. Maybe you can have that connection somewhere. You can save this chat. This is just a tip. Anytime you're on a Zoom and you're chatting, you can always save the chat yourself. So maybe you want to go back later and read this. Now on the chat box, you'll see 3 dots on the bottom where you're typing a message, and click on those 3 dots and you can click the button Save Chat. That's a little secret Zoom trick that not everyone knows about, is you can save all of the chats. So I love seeing that there's a lot of people that are interested in making connections and that they're looking for things to amplify their business or just for personal use. So my intention today for you is connection, and see if you can also learn one thing that you can execute right now, which is no opportunity wasted. So if there's one thing you can take away from today's webinar and execute it, I will consider this a success. Doesn't have to be everything, but maybe there's one little nugget that you take away from today that you start implementing to grow your business. In order to be successful, you want to make sure that you are consistent with what you're putting out there and what you're doing. So I love sharing this quote. It's success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. It is much better to upload a video on YouTube once a month consistently than to do one occasionally every couple weeks, and then it's every couple months. People look forward to that consistency because they can expect it and they know it's coming, which is why consistency really is so valuable in all areas of your marketing. So let's dive right into the YouTube tips now. Now, the first thing that you want to keep in mind when you are creating a YouTube channel is that you need to set a goal. So it doesn't mean you're going to randomly create a channel. You want to have a reason for creating it. A YouTube channel does take work in maintaining, creating, and setting up. So you don't want to invest all this time and effort into a YouTube channel if you don't have a goal. I recommend setting goals that are measurable, setting goals that are achievable, and also reminding yourself of the goal periodically if you feel like you're putting all this effort into YouTube and you're not getting any results. In marketing, whether you are doing it for Facebook, YouTube, or anything else, if you don't have a goal or a target that you're trying to connect with, it's going to be like throwing spaghetti on a wall. You really want to make sure that you have a true understanding of who you're targeting and the goal that you want to reach. I will give you some examples of some goals. When you're first launching your YouTube, you need to have a certain number of subscribers in order to claim a vanity URL. That's to have your own link. I believe it is 100 subscribers. And Ali, you can correct me if I'm wrong because we just went through this. So one goal you might want to have when you first launch YouTube is to generate 100 subscribers. That is a measurable goal. Another goal you can have is related to the content that you put out there. So maybe you want to have a goal of putting out 2 videos per month. That's something that's measurable, that you can control, and that you can monitor whether or not you're reaching that goal. Another goal, if you're going to be a little bit more advanced, is maybe you want to increase the number of videos that you have, or maybe you want to increase the number of subscribers that you have. Maybe you are using YouTube as a lead gen tool where you want to have people to sign up for an email list or a consultation. So maybe you say, I want to generate 4 new leads per month for people signing up for consultations through my YouTube channel. Or maybe it's having 1 transaction per month that comes from your YouTube channel. Doesn't have to be as intense where you have these high lofty goals. Again, it could just be getting that first 100 subscribers, but whatever it is, you want to have a goal. So I'm going to have you do a quick activity. Write down your goal for video marketing, or specifically YouTube, in this week's webinar. You don't have to stick to this, but I want to be able to give feedback and see what you guys are thinking of having your goal for video marketing and YouTube. So take a moment to jot that down, and also feel free to type it in the chat box so we can share each other's goals and really keep each other accountable and motivate each other to reach those goals. So don't be shy. Feel free to share what your goal is for video marketing. I have someone who typed in plan content, list and develop script points, at least 5. Okay, so I'm going to help you see if you can simplify that goal. So your goal right now is to plan content for 5 videos. Is that correct? 5 videos. Krisha's goal with video marketing is to get over fear of video, not be so critical of myself. That is an absolute great goal. And this is the reason why Escrow Options Group wanted to connect with me to set up these webinars, is because we've all noticed that most people, their first step is to get over that fear because they are afraid of going on camera, and that's okay too. That is something that is common with a lot of people. I myself also used to be afraid of going on camera. I hated watching myself. How many of you don't like rewatching yourself? I kind of cringe when I see videos of myself and have to rewatch them. Layla says, get over the fear as well. Let's see. To let the person know what I can and cannot do in real estate and historical property matters. So that is a little bit harder to measure on whether or not you can let people know what you can do in real estate. So something more specific might be to create a video series of 5 different videos, letting people know what I do in real estate, right? That way you can measure the number of videos you're creating. I will make sure that I'm sharing tips throughout for people who are afraid of YouTube. Denise has a goal of finding content. So maybe Denise, your goal is to find a month's worth of content. So one thing that we learned in the last webinar, and I'll repeat again, is when you are going on video, many times when that camera rolls, you immediately get flustered and you don't know what to say. So to combat that, I always recommend setting up a clear introduction about yourself so that you know with any video how you're going to start. So an introduction would be, hi everyone, Melodie Tao here with Marketing Melodie, Marketing Your Way to Success. And today we are going to be watching a video that I created on how to grow your business with video marketing. So the quick intro is, hi everyone, Melodie Tao here with Marketing Melodie, Marketing Your Way to Success. That is my tagline, and that is my company and my name just within a few seconds. So I know when the camera rolls, that's what I'm going to say, and then I'll figure out the rest later. It's a lot easier than having the camera roll and then being flustered because you don't know what you want to say and you're kind of confused on how to structure the video. So one way is to have a clear introduction. Another thing is to get over the fear is to practice. I mean, I hate to say it because I feel like it's so cliche, but you want to practice your videos. So take your phone and film yourself, and you don't have to post it. You can just rewatch it yourself, or you can just maybe show a few people. But practicing is going to make you a lot more comfortable in front of the camera so that when it is live or when you are recording, you don't feel as shy and you don't feel as intimidated by having that camera. In this case, when I say camera, it's just your phone. So the phone is not as intimidating as a really big action studio. You can do that too, but we're talking about being able to create basic videos with your phone. All right, now that we have a goal on YouTube, you might still be wondering, but what do I post on YouTube? And Anna Marie says, I taught public speaking for years. Plan before opening your mouth. Absolutely, Anna Marie. And that's the same thing with creating video. Now, video can be a form of public speaking because you are showing your video to the public. So planning and also practicing is going to definitely make a big difference. Ali says, practice like that also helps you check on lighting and the angle of the phone. Yes, absolutely. So you don't want to have the phone angle where you can't see your face. You don't want to have it where the lighting is poor or blurry. You want to make sure that people can clearly see you and clearly watch what you're having to say. So what do I post on YouTube? That goes to my number 2 point on teaching you about YouTube, and that is to create valuable content, but not only valuable content, you want to make sure that that content is consistent. So now what do I mean by that? When you're first getting started, you don't need to post a video series on 5, 6 different topics. Choose one type of video to start with first, and then use that consistently before adding on. So here are some examples of videos that you can post on YouTube consistently. Maybe you decide to start with how-to videos and you create a series once a month with a how-to video. Maybe you want to create videos with testimonials. Maybe people are giving you video testimonials, or you are copying, pasting other testimonials that you have and creating a video series on the testimonials you received that month. Question from Luis, do I need special lighting and a specific camera? Will that make a difference? So Luis, I'm going to direct you back to watch last week's webinar. That was the basics of how to get started. And the answer is no, you do not need special lighting. You can just sit in front of a window and have natural lighting. I gave a list with a very basic light ring that I recommend. I believe it was $30 on Amazon. So here it is. So in the case you do not have natural lighting, you can buy one of these and use these. You can also have light rings on your phone, but the best is natural lighting where you're just sitting in front of a window and it's great daylight. I realize that's not always possible. And then the camera that you can start with is just your phone. As long as you have a smartphone, You want to start with your phone. And then if you're using your phone, definitely get a tripod, which Allie, I don't know if there's any way for you to look at the link that I shared last week with a link on the items that I recommended. The tripod that I recommended was just $20, very basic equipment. So I don't want people to be intimidated and think they have to spend hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars on buying this big fancy equipment. We are creating these basic videos to connect with our audience and to really build that human connection. So it doesn't have to be a perfectly polished video. Now, once you get deeper into video marketing, you can hire a video crew, you can have videographers, and they will have all that special equipment. But we are just looking to get started, and we are just looking to be able to get videos out there. Done is better than perfect. So if you're someone who's thinking, I want to do a video, but I don't want to post it unless it is perfect, then the video might not ever get posted. It's better to have a video posted that is not perfect, that maybe the lighting's not perfect the first time, maybe your sound isn't the best, but you can put that video out there, you're out there, and then now you can improve from there. And thank you, Allie. Allie just posted a link to my Amazon shop. That's where I posted the recommendation for the light ring and also the tripod, the two basic things for you to get started at less than $100. Other videos you can make are virtual open houses. Maybe you're taking people on a tour. I know, especially for out of state buyers, this is very important. Sometimes there are circumstances where people need to buy a home and they just can't get there. Virtual open houses is going to make a big difference. Also, people who use video with their listings that tend to get a higher result for people that are bidding more, for people that are coming to see the house more, which will lead to getting that seller top dollar. If I'm looking at a listing and I see a couple photos that aren't that great, I might skip over that house completely. If I see a virtual open house and I see a virtual tour that gives me more of this feel of, I can see myself living there, I'm more likely to want to see that home. And again, the more people that are bidding on the home, the more you will fetch for your clients. You can also do something where you're featuring local business owners. So maybe you are highlighting communities. I just talked to a client recently where we're working on a series where once a month, they're going to highlight a local restaurant in a different neighborhood. That shows that they are an expert in that neighborhood. And it's a great way to remind people that you sell real estate without directly promoting it, is that you're highlighting different things in the area so people see you for the expert in different areas of town. Also, repurposing content is one of my favorite things to do. Repurposing content means that you've already created a blog post about something, or you've already created a video that's on Facebook. Taking stuff that you already have and putting it into a YouTube video is going to make it a lot easier than starting from scratch. How many of you here have some content that you would want to repurpose? Type in the chat if there's any content that you feel that you have already that you want to repurpose. There's a question here from Virgil. How do you edit from video and adding pictures? Are we going to discuss that? So that is going to be a little bit more of an advanced class. Maybe we'll set up a series after this. This first video series that we're doing with the Escrow Options Group is more getting started and a beginner's guide. The video editing is possible with your phone on iMovie and your computer with iMovie as well. If you have Apple products, if you have a PC, there's also a program that's similar that you can do some basic editing from. But when you're first getting started, I recommend just posting the videos as you create them, and they can be these casual videos that don't require a lot of editing. All right, feel free to type in anyone who has any ideas of content that they want to repurpose. Anyone have any content they want to repurpose? But Virgil, to answer your question quickly, if you have a basic video editing tool such as iMovie or a PC, the one that comes with a PC, that's how you can do it. But I won't be able to walk you through step by step on how to do that today. All right, no one has any content they want to repurpose? No one has anything that they've already posted that's out there? I know that Allie repurposes these Marketing Monday sessions, these Zoom sessions, and she's going to put them on YouTube. So that's something, that's an idea. Eurydice, I think I'm saying your name wrong, so I apologize. I have a couple of videos introducing myself that I'd like to edit the names of the companies and logo out of. So that's going to be beyond my scope. That is going to, I'm not sure that is, it is possible, but that's going to be beyond my scope. I'm not a professional video editor. I just make basic videos for social media. So if anyone has any tips or knows anyone that might be able to edit or blur out things, then you can connect. I've never created a video to repurpose. So Denise, it doesn't mean you have to have created a video to repurpose. It means you have something that you've created before that you want to turn into a video or turn into a YouTube video. So for example, if you wrote a blog post or wrote an article, or if you created a post for social media, that's some content that maybe now you want to share on YouTube. You could repurpose it for YouTube. Okay, I'll send it to my son. Totally forgot he's in the film industry. Yeah, so maybe your son might know how to blur out certain things in videos. In fact, I'm going to get him to make my videos and edit them for me. We should connect with your son. He sounds like a very useful son to help with video marketing. Okay, well, next activity, write down a video that you want to make. Maybe you're not ready to make it yet, but what is an idea for a video that you have that you want to make? Keep in mind the things that we shared for ideas, how-tos, testimonials, virtual open houses. You can repurpose content, feature local business owners. These are some ideas. Now write down a video that you want to make. It doesn't have to be something that's set in stone. You can always change your mind. But right now, off the top of your head, what is a video based on some of these ideas that you might want to create for your real estate business? Talking about escrow options group and all the great tools we offer. Absolutely. So that is definitely, Kimberly, a great idea. Maybe you can do a series on different benefits that escrow options group offers. For example, I know you mentioned something about free notary, waiving notary fees. That might not be something that every escrow group can offer. Every escrow company can offer. So you can talk to people about why that's important. Did you even know you're paying these notary fees? Most buyers might not have any idea. Maybe you're talking about being able to front some money. I think you mentioned something about paying for HOA fees up front. Now that might make a huge difference, especially if there is some delinquent bills for the HOA. That might make a huge difference to the clients. There are a lot of things that it sounds like escrow options group can do that really push the buying process to go a lot quicker. So there's not all these holdups. So making a video about those things is going to be really important. Anna Marie says repurposing your home for a person who's handicapped. Now that might be something that's really important right now, especially with all the ADA laws and things that we are not aware of. Also being able to attract buyers and sellers that maybe have someone who is a person that's handicapped in their family and they want to make sure that they're able to meet their needs. It's a great one for a video. Layla says neighborhood introductions. Absolutely. I know that I recently had someone that I know that was from in Northern California moving to San Diego. Their spouse got a new job here and they were looking for a new home, but they had no idea about any of the areas in San Diego or whatever local city that is. They didn't know the difference between Mission Valley or Escondido or Carlsbad. So having different videos talking about different areas can make a huge difference if it's someone especially moving from out of town or out of state. Virgil says videos take up a lot of storage space. You are very right, and they do. So something that I recommend is that you purchase some sort of cloud storage on your computer. That is something you can do through like an iCloud or Google Drive. Having that extra storage is going to make a big difference with videos. And Michael says how to stop foreclosure on your home. So maybe we'll be seeing a lot of foreclosures because the interest rates are so low right now. So who knows, maybe that'll be coming up. Some tips on stopping that is going to be a great idea if people are in danger of being foreclosed upon. All right, so now that you've written down ideas, you have your goal and your ideas. How are you actually going to organize and optimize your videos and make sure people find your videos? Just because you have these goals and videos doesn't mean people are going to see your videos. So we need to make sure that that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over to pulling up YouTube quickly to show you basic things that you can do to organize your videos. As I'm pulling this up, make sure to still type in any ideas you have for videos. And I didn't ask in the beginning, but has anyone actually made a YouTube video before? How many of you have put a video on YouTube and have uploaded it on YouTube? Ed, I see he's raising his hand. Anyone else has actually created a YouTube video? All right, so do you guys see my YouTube channel? It's on the screen right now. Let me know if you can see my YouTube channel on the screen. All right, you guys are seeing it right there. Okay, so my YouTube channel, I have a combination of personal videos and also business videos, okay? So you see I have different playlists here. I have 2020 vlogs, which is more family videos. I have Escrow Options Group webinars, which is my webinars with Escrow Options. I have Exploring America's Finest City, which is videos of me enjoying San Diego with my family. I have a video playlist called Social Media Training for Real Estate. So I have different playlists because of the fact that I use my YouTube for two different purposes for both personal and business. I just combine it in one. So playlist is a great way to organize your videos. Before we even get into playlists, I want to show you how, when you upload a video, what you can do to make the video more visible. So when you first go to upload a video, you're going to be, let me pull up a video for you guys. You're going to be taken to, oh, this is an ad. So
are you looking for a change?
With YouTube, you might get ads.
For a plan B.
Okay, so here is social media success with Instagram stories.
Sorry,
This is a webinar that I did. Webinar I did in the past. Now I am going to click on this edit video button. When you first upload it, you will also get taken here. When I click on this edit video button, I am taken to a place where you can put the video details. This is very important. The title of your video, you want to make sure it's a clear title and it uses some keywords that people might be searching for when they're looking for your video. So I have how to use Instagram stories. So if someone's looking for how to use Instagram, how to use Instagram stories, that immediately is a title that might pop up. So the title needs to be very clear in stating what the video is about. You don't want to have some sort of wishy-washy title. Also, the title automatically uploads the name of the title automatically is the file name. So whatever you save the file name, it will be the title, which most likely you will need to change it because my file name, this video is 3/25/2022 SDR Instagram webinar. That's not a very good YouTube title, okay, but that is my file name. If I didn't change it, it would be 3/25/2022 SDR webinar. The next thing that's really important is that you want to have a description. Now, the description is going to be something that helps people learn about your video and help you with the search engine results. So this webinar I did was sponsored by an association, and I wanted to make sure that they were visible. This is a social media marketing webinar in partnership with the San Diego Association of Realtors. So whatever your first thing that's important for you to showcase should be in that first 1 or 2 lines. Even better than what I'm doing here is to put information on what the video is about in that first 1 or 2 lines. So after I have that little introduction, I then go on to describe the video. So someone who might not be sure if they want to watch your video, you want to be sure that you're letting them know why they should watch the video. Okay, so our first webinar in the series is learn how to utilize Instagram stories. So I want to let people know, hey, if you want to use Instagram stories, this is a video for you to watch. So typing that brief description is really important. Now, after that, I recommend having something that I call a YouTube signature. A YouTube signature is something that goes on every YouTube video that you make, similar to your emails. So for mine, I have subscribed to my channel. I have connect with me on my website, Facebook and Instagram, and then I have my email. I really recommend that if you're in real estate, when people call you, you put your phone number or you have your email. And this is something you can just write out and paste on every single YouTube video. You want to make it as easy as possible for people to contact you. So for your YouTube signature, again, it can be very basic, but you want to have it clear on how people can connect with you. I have my social media and website, and I have my email. Anyone here want to share what they might put on their YouTube signature? What would you include? Would you include your phone number? Maybe it's a link to your listings. What would you include on your YouTube signature? Let me know. Oh yes, absolutely. Your license number or DRE number, says Kimberly. That is probably something that as agents, you all want to make sure that you are including. So thank you for that reminder, Kimberly. That's going to be unique to real estate. Not everyone has something like that who works in other industries. Anything else? What are you going to include in your YouTube signature? And then take a moment, write out your YouTube signature or write out a draft for it. Anyone else have any ideas of what they want to include? All right, no one has any other ideas. How about your phone number or your email? Anything else? I would not include my phone number, but I would include my email. Yeah, so not everyone wants people to have their phone number everywhere. As agents, I recommend having your phone number readily available because if I was an agent, I would want people to be able to find and call me right away. So it's totally up to you on how you want people to connect with you. I feel like with real estate, it's a bigger transaction. People want to talk to you and hear your voice rather than just go to a voicemail. So the important things, as I mentioned here, is to have the title and the description and then your signature. And then a thumbnail is that thing that shows up when people are finding videos. It's a custom image. Now, the YouTube video itself will give you options for a thumbnail that you can choose from. They just randomly choose, which in this video, they did not randomly choose anything that makes sense for me. So I create my own thumbnails in Canva. Canva is a basic editing tool. So this is my thumbnail. Social media success with Instagram stories. I create my own title thumbnail for all of my videos. Maybe Ali and Escrow Options might bring you a future webinar on Canva and how to do that. Anne-Marie says, I put my number in the listings, but not on publicly accessible items. That's a great idea if that is something that is important to you to not have it visible everywhere. Okay, so now we talked about the playlist. That's going to be something that you do here as well. So underneath the description, you can click here where it says playlist, and I add it to my social media training for real estate playlist. If I don't have a playlist yet, I just click new playlist. I can type in neighborhood videos. I can type in real estate seller tips, real estate buyer tips, whatever that playlist is, I will be putting other videos in that category in that playlist. So when I talk about starting with one type of video, start with one video that can go on a single playlist. Maybe it's going to be buyer tips or seller tips. Right now, buyer tips will be very popular because right now there's a lot more buyers and sellers. So being able to educate people and have a whole series with buyer tips will make a difference if someone really wants more information, but they don't feel like they know how to get it home right now. So those are going to be the main things that you want to keep in mind. There are some things that YouTube will make you check off. You want to make sure that you check out the video here that says, or check off the box that says, no, it's not made for kids. If your video is made for kids, it's going to have a lot more rules and restrictions. So business real estate videos are not made for kids, so check that off. If you want to go deeper, there's a button here that says show more. Once you get to show more, you can add different tags. Now I left this blank so I could show you. The tags are almost like hashtags, but they're keywords that people will search for your video. So one of my tags for this video is Instagram. You just type it in, type the return button, and it automatically tags it. I'm also going to type in Instagram stories. And this was a educational video. So I'm going to put real estate education. You can put as many tags as you see fit. I put usually three to five tags. And these are going to help your videos come up on search. Okay, something else you can do here is, and I didn't do this, you can have the video language, you can do different things with the captioning. And then you can also categorize your video. So this video is categorized. I would say it is going to be, let's see, people how to, because it's a how-to video. So I'm going to choose that category. So those are the basic things for when you're uploading and editing a YouTube video. There are some things that are more advanced, but these are just the basic things that you need to know to get started. So I'm going to save that. And now my video is fully optimized for the tags, the title, and the description. We are already heading into noon here, so I'm going to try to wrap up, and then we'll stay on extra for any additional Q&A, but I want to make sure that we are mindful of your time. So now let me go back to the slides. I just have a couple more slides and then we can wrap up. If you have to jump off, we totally understand, and we will make sure to get you the replay for signing up. Okay, so now that you have a target, you have ideas. Can you guys still see my screen here? Or I think it's a speaker notes. Let's see. We want to talk about subscribers because you want people to watch your channel. 100 subscribers is that lucky number if you want to claim that vanity URL. So here's some ideas on how to grow your subscribers. Include YouTube in other marketing materials. So just like I did at the very beginning of this class and I asked you guys to subscribe, I put the little YouTube icon and I put the name of my YouTube channel out there. Ask people to subscribe at the beginning and end of each video. So when you're jumping onto a video, let people know, hey, and make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And when you're jumping off, let people know, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Just simply asking and saying it is going to make a difference. Many people watch videos that are made and they're not subscribed to the actual channel. They're videos that just pop up on their feed, but getting that subscriber is going to make a difference and help your business. Send personal emails and messages asking people to subscribe. I know Allie mentioned that she was going to be doing this when she's first launching the escrow options email, is to actually physically ask people in your network to subscribe. And then also create content that people will want to share. I had those content ideas of maybe giving buyer tips, seller tips, neighborhood tips, anything that people will find valuable that for other people is going to make a big difference. So these are, again, basic tips on how to get started and how to get subscribers on YouTube. Of course, we can go into more advanced strategies and a deep dive. We don't have all that time today, but hopefully this will encourage you and motivate you to start with just one video. If you haven't done one yet, just start with one, choose one from the categories we talked about today. And then also I have a quick recap so you guys can get started on your next YouTube video. Set a goal, make sure you have a goal for your YouTube, create valuable content. I shared lots of ideas, organize and optimize. So organizing your video, like I showed you on putting the different tags, putting the description, having a clear title. And then last but not least is grow your subscribers. I'm going to end with my marketing quote that I like to share. You are your best marketing asset. There's no one that's going to market your business better than you, yourself, and you. No one else to talk you up more than you can talk yourself up. So keep that in mind when you're feeling shy or you're feeling like, I don't want to get myself out there. You are the best person to do that. Last week, I offered this bonus course. I'm offering it again. I have a course on LinkedIn Learning about live video strategies. These video strategies will apply to any video, even if it's not live. I shared this last week, and I want to say most people still did not do this. In order to get this course, you have to first add me as a connection on LinkedIn. So I had a lot of people who messaged me asking me for the course, but we were not connected. If you don't add me as a connection, I cannot send you the course. So please add me first and then send me a message asking for the course, and I can generate a special link that makes the course free. Otherwise, you will pay LinkedIn a small fee to watch it. I believe it's $30. So if you want to pay them to watch it, that's fine too. But otherwise, I can give you the free link. If you are a premium member, you automatically have access to this course for free. So premium members already are ahead of the game if you have that membership. And last but not least, I want to invite you to my next marketing mastermind. This is and Allie attended the last one, so she can attest to the benefits of it. This is a small group session where we are working together on growing things related to your business. It can be video or anything else. We can create a long-term social media plan together. We can develop revenue generating content. We can establish consistency. We can also Just chat and network. The tickets are $99. I am giving $10 off to everyone in here if you want to join. So send me a message just to let me know if you want to join, and I'll give you a special code to register for the $10 off. But even better, I am giving you a free ticket right now that I'm going to raffle off. So type in "I want to win" and your email if you want to win. And Allie, any other information they should type in on the chat box if they want to win the ticket?
If you can pop your brokerage in, that would be great.
So type in your brokerage and your email, and then I will be doing kind of like scrolling through, choosing a winner. If you want to attend and get a free ticket. Last week I raffled one off, and we had our last session in March, and the attendee was already there. It's already happened. So we're doing this again in April, and hopefully Allie and the Escrow Options team can join as well. So type in if you want to.
The masterminds are fantastic because we're also sharing ideas with each other, and I highly, highly recommend them.
Okay, so do you guys want me to choose the winner, or do you want to choose who wants to choose?
You go ahead, Melody. Just give the chat a spin and let your cursor land on someone.
Right, so hopefully you end up like this guy and you win the ticket. Oh, all right, let me see if I'm gonna close my eyes. Oh, I just closed something and the chat disappeared.
It should take you right back just if you reopen it.
Let's see. I have multiple screens here, so somehow one of my screens got off. All right, I'm not pulling up, so how about one of you guys do it? Because right now, for some reason, my other screen is giving me a little glitch. So does anyone want to volunteer to do it? Maybe Tom or Allie?
I'm just spinning it.
I'm here.
Allie, you
Okay.
should do it.
Okay.
Yep, Allie, grab, pick a name.
Honest to God, this was random, but Layla. it landed
Layla.
on you.
Layla?
Thank you.
Okay, let me write this down. Layla, and where are you from? For some reason, the chat just. Okay, I
She's
wrote
with
down.
the Realty One Group.
Okay,
Pacific.
perfect. Okay, well, if you guys have any more questions, let me know. And thank you guys again for attending. Let me put the screen back up. Maybe the chat will pop back up again. Thank you guys for being here. Any last words from Escrow Options Group? I will also stick around for any questions. And if you can read the questions out loud. For some reason, my computer's giving me a glitch where I'm not able to see the chat right now.
Yes, I would like to say, you guys don't forget, first and foremost, thank you, Melody. That was absolutely amazing. We did a one-on-one private session with her, and we learned so much so quickly. So I greatly appreciate you coming on. And you guys don't forget, next Monday is Facebook and Instagram. So we're going to be doing video marketing for real estate, and it should be another fantastic class. Allie, anything that you would like to say?
Just want to thank you again, Melody, for jumping on. And yes, I also highly endorse the laser marketing sessions, the one-to-one sessions. You work right there with her, and when our session is up, you've accomplished things. It's not just something you get, oh, I'll get to that. Like,
Yes.
she gets you going on it right away. So
Yeah.
It's not a someday I'll do that. It's immediate action. So that's one of the things I love working with Melody on. And I really want to thank everybody here for tuning in and being so engaged in today's session. And, Tom and Kimberly and I are here not only to help you with your escrow needs, but if you have questions on what you learned today, if you have questions about some of the great tools we offer, like Altos reports for the real-time market data, or list reports to help market your listings, or have shareables available for social media. These are all things that we make available for you. So don't hesitate to reach out. We're here for you to succeed, and we're in this together.
Do you
Yes,
guys
thank
feel
you, guys.
comfortable turning on your camera to do a quick group like screenshot that we can share out? I know a lot of people are shy, they're camera shy. They have their blank screen on.
It's
Come
always
on,
a
guys.
great
We're
Now,
real
one thing I
estate.
do
You guys are
recommend-
realtors. You
one
guys
thing I
are out in
recommend,
that space every day.
One
Look,
thing I
I see
recommend,
James, I see Layla, Virgil. Who else is on?
and we have
Krisha,
my marketing assistant here with me too.
Aaliyah's in the Irvine office. Look, you guys are
One
doing
thing I
great.
recommend is that if you do plan to have your video off, that you upload a profile photo so it doesn't just look like a blank screen. You can do that on your Zoom settings. So your Zoom settings, you can upload a profile photo. So for example, if I turn my video off, I'm gonna do that right now, you still see my face. Okay, so that's gonna look a lot better than just seeing a blank screen. So go on your Zoom profile, turn on your video, turn on your profile photo. Okay. All right, guys, let me do a screenshot. I'm going to have my assistant. He's been with me the whole time. I've been holding him the whole time. Right next to me, but I had him underneath. So he truly is a part of this webinar. Doing with that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Melodie Tao here, Marketing Melodie, Marketing Your Way to Success. I will see you next week for another video training on Facebook and Instagram. And then any final words from Escrow Options Group if they want to say anything.
Just thank you. Thank you guys so much for attending. Thank you, Melodie.
Bye.
Have an awesome week,
Monday.
everyone.
We'll see you in Escrow.
See you next week
Cool.
or sooner.
Good luck, Tom.